Christian Camarillo, San Jose Police Department, PIO. Early on Sunday at approximately 2:44 a.m., we received a call of a shooting on South 4th Street, just north of San Carlos Street. When officers arrived, they found a male suffering from at least one gunshot wound. Paramedics also arrived. They declared that male deceased at the scene. A lot of officers were at the scene. Right now it is still an active investigation. We don't have a suspect description to share just yet. We're still collecting a lot of evidence, and we want to make sure that when we provide the suspect description, it's an accurate one. So more to follow on that. The suspect was last seen running eastbound from the scene into the San Jose State University campus. However, at that time in the morning, classes weren't in session or anything like that. We do not think that there is, or believe that there is, an ongoing threat to public safety right now. That was homicide number 4 of the year for us, and like I said, that occurred at 2:44 a.m.
Any idea what the motive was?
The circumstances of motive are still under investigation. On the press release, I did list the detective's contact information. If anyone has information, please get a hold of them. Additionally, if someone has information that leads to the arrest of the suspect, they can provide that information anonymously, and there is a cash reward available.
Christian, can you clarify, was the person shot inside a building, or was he found dead outside, like on the sidewalk? Where was the person found?
He was found on the east sidewalk of South 4th Street, and it appears the shooting did take place outside, either on the street or in the sidewalk.
Was a weapon recovered?
No, I don't believe so.
What makes you comfortable that there is no longer a danger? Does it feel that this is very much targeted between 2 individuals?
Oh, right now it seems to be an isolated incident. I mean, at this time of the morning or at night, it was Saturday night, people were leaving bars downtown. We do have a heavy police presence at that night in our downtown core area, what we call the entertainment zone here in San Jose. So we did have a lot of officers out there. There's always a visible presence on the weekends. We do believe this was an isolated incident.
So I know you can't get into specifics on the second shooting, but it was around the same time, same vicinity. Did that impact your initial investigation? Did you have to shift resources around? How did the two things merge together?
It was a very challenging Saturday evening, Sunday morning for our patrol personnel. Even before these 2 incidents, we had a full SWAT callback for our merge team, which took up a lot of resources. A homicide scene in our city does tie up a lot of resources, and the ramifications and the consequences of that is other calls, we can't get to them right away. So yeah, it did tie up a lot of resources, and I mean, it's no secret that a few minutes after this homicide, we did have an officer-involved shooting literally around the corner from the homicide scene, which we will talk about more in detail at an upcoming press conference with the chief. Huge, tremendous strain on resources. Everyone knows our staffing situation here in San Jose. 2 major incidents like this occurring within minutes of each other are very challenging to our folks, but I'm going to commend them, right? And they show up every day, and when a job needs to be done, they demonstrate the consummate professionals that they are, and they get it done.
Given the proximity to San Jose State, no connection at this time, involvement of students, can you speak to that?
We don't know that yet. A very fresh investigation. Certainly, if that does come to light, we will obviously contact university authorities and alert them to that, but right now I'm not aware of that being a connection.
Is the community, is there a risk to the community because this gunman ran off, you haven't recovered the weapon, he possibly could still be armed? I mean, tell us.
I'm not going to say that there's no, I mean, we have had homicides in the past where we're not arresting a suspect the day of or even the week of. If we do believe ever in any incident, not just this one, that there is an ongoing threat to public safety, or we become aware of a threat, we're absolutely going to share that and do everything we can to apprehend that person as quickly as possible. I mean, we're doing that on this case. So you guys know in San Jose, our homicide unit does an outstanding job. We have almost 100% solvability on our homicides. So it's not like, we're letting suspects run amok. As soon as we identify who they are, our apprehension efforts are a full court press, and we will find them and we will arrest them.
Were some of the officers that were working the homicide pulled over to work on respond to the taqueria?
We will get more into detail on that on Wednesday, but to answer your question, yes. Actually, I'll just leave it at yes. Like I said, more details on that on Wednesday, because that directly is related to the OIS.
Do you have an age of the victim?
All I'm going to say, it's an adult male. Victim identification will be done by the coroner once they notify the next of kin and once they are able to verify his identity.
Anything might be related to gang ties that you could possibly see?
There's no indication of that right now.
And then ongoing concerns about the entertainment zone. You know, if you talk to people there, they said there are often issues at that particular business or along that block. As a police department, do you have any worry about what's happening there at night?
Not a worry, but that is certainly an intersection and a corner that we do deploy resources to. I mean, I've been working here 24 years, and as long as I've worked here, that's one of the few areas where you can go late at night in downtown San Jose that still has food, right? And what happens when people are leaving bars, right? They're hungry. Jack in the Box, La Victoria. A lot of people we know, they go and they congregate there. So unfortunately, I mean, you can put a police officer on every corner downtown, and we are still going to have incidents like this that we need to respond to and handle.
Why don't you believe that the two might be related?
There's no connection, as far as I'm aware right now, between the homicide and our officer-involved shooting. As soon as we were able to confirm that, we wanted to share that. But needless to say, I mean, two major incidents right around the corner from each other within minutes from each other. In my 24 years, I've never been a part of anything like that. Certainly, you know, different parts of the city, but I mean, right around the corner. I mean, you literally take 100 paces and you're in one scene to the other.
Could the disruption from the first event push people out, cause problems in other places? Could there be an indirect connection?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've been to big scenes like this, and like I said, for whatever reason, this particular corner does attract a lot of people at night, and it's largely due to one of the few corners in downtown San Jose where you can get late night food at 2:30 in the morning.